Welcome to Diva on a Mission podcast, where we share snippets of joy to uplift, inspire, and motivate you. I'm your host, Eva the Diva, and I'm thrilled to bring you everyday stories and transform them into profound experiences. Today, I have my sister, Caroline Wambui Githina. All her government names. Welcome to Diva on a Mission podcast.
Thank you for having me on your podcast, Eva.
So, my sister Wambui is the author of Brown Girl Juicing, and I thought I would invite her today to discuss the latest trend of cosmetic surgery as a solution for weight loss. I watched a meme the other day of a girl who was going to Shags, which is upcountry, to her family to visit for the holidays, and she could not sit down because apparently she'd gotten a BBL. And now she was trying to explain to her mother what a BBL was and why she needed to spend good hard-earned coin to get a bigger bum. So what do you think about that, Ombwe?
I think the normalization of surgery as a way to get to our body goals is actually very concerning. I think it was something that we saw happening out in Hollywood years ago, and it was so far removed from us. But trends carry, and we are seeing it more and more as a solution for, like, when people feel like they need to change up their bodies after they've had a baby, or when people feel like they've gained a little bit of weight or they want to change how they look. A lot of people are turning to cosmetic surgery. And as we all know, that's actually not a solution. It's more like a band-aid to a bigger problem, bigger problems with your health that should be addressed first. So, for example, if you think about why a lot of women and men in this day are doing cosmetic surgery, is like right now, just after the holidays, a lot of us would have gained some weight from the holiday eating and travels and whatever we're doing when we get together with friends and family. And I feel like if we just focus on what you're supposed to do to keep your body healthy, you should be okay, and not try to fix it with temporary solutions like cosmetic surgery or even some of these injections that a lot of people are using as an aid for weight loss.
So, like, what are the, like, I've seen the BBLs. What other procedures are popular here right now? And what are the side effects we should watch out for?
I think the one that I know with women around my age, because I'm in my 40s, I'm in my early 40s, a lot of women in around our age have maybe had children and are trying to lose the baby weight, or are trying to regain the type of body that they had in their 20s. And if you try and look for solutions, like I think this has happened to a lot of us, where you've gained some weight and you go online and try to look for solutions. And when you Google weight loss, or if you Google makeover or something like that, the first thing that pops up would probably be something related to a GLP drug, which is like the Ozempic kind of drug. And a lot of people are turning to those, or turning to like weight loss surgery, to just try and regain their confidence and try to get their bodies back. And to be honest, even though it's a great solution, it's a great temporary solution, it's a false solution. You actually need to lose weight, and the best way to lose weight is by changing your diet and regulating your hormones if you're a woman in your 40s, or if you're having hormonal imbalance, regulating your hormones and losing weight using exercise and diet, right? So the issue with diet is sometimes it's very restrictive, and you probably can't see yourself maintaining some of these dietary restrictions.
Yes.
But I feel like that's looking too far ahead. You probably first need to lose weight and then figure out how you're going to maintain that weight loss. So that's why I actually decided to write this book about 90-day juice cleanse. because this is actually the solution that I ended up using in losing weight a couple of years ago when I was trying to lose my, like I had all this weight after COVID that was just sticking to me and would not let go. And so when I started trying to find solutions, I was actually down the road of looking at surgery, just because it was the first thing that comes up when you look, when you Google weight loss. And also when you look on social media, a lot of people my age, a lot of peers, a lot of people like influencers were being paid to promote all of these weight loss surgeries, like the one where they put a band on your stomach.
I've seen that, yes.
Yes, and then there's of course, the BBL for the people really trying to drastically change their bodies and get a new body, getting fat transfer injections, whatever they're called, when they transfer fat from one part of your body to another part of your body to give you your desired look. So when I looked into that, I realized that not only did it take a lot of money to get the surgeries done, it also took a lot of time to recover. And these surgeries also have side effects on the health of the people who do these surgeries for weight loss.
So what's the average recovery time for these most cosmetic procedures?
Well, when I was looking into it, because, when I was trying to find a solution for weight loss, I would watch a lot of YouTube videos of women my age that were going through the weight loss procedures, and it took them at least 6 months to fully recover. So like you have to have surgery,
yes,
and then you have the recovery time, the immediate recovery time, which is when you leave the surgery and then now your body continues to heal over time. And it took between 3 to 6 months just to recover from the surgery. And it also had these women take very heavy painkillers. Of course, there was anesthesia when they were undergoing surgery.
yes.
So all of this is putting huge strains on the body in a very unnecessary way. A very unnecessary way. And really, what most of these women needed is just to lose weight.
So, and even then, what are you, like the income, you're not working as you're recovering. You cannot continue in your roles, whatever they are within your relationships, be it a mother or a partner, whatever it is that you are doing, you have to stop everything to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it worth it? Like, at the end of the day, I think we just need to prioritize or look at the problem for what it is. Maybe you do want a new body, but you have to ask yourself if it's worth 6 months of your life where you will be incapacitated in one way or another, or the fact that you'll have to take all of these heavy painkillers that might actually affect your liver, your kidneys, your vital organs. Is it worth it? Or could you just do with a better lifestyle that allows you to lose weight gradually and be able to maintain your health in the long run?
I mean, it will also be amiss for us to not also mention the fact that you could also die.
You could die, yeah.
Kanya's mother passed away on the surgery table.
And she's not the first.
And she's not the first and not the last. We have had local cases.
Yes.
We've had...
In Kenya, we have, and I don't know the name of the clinic, so I'm not going to call it out, but there was a local clinic, cosmetic surgery clinic.
Yes.
And one of the local influencers, and she was a mom, a mother, a wife. She just went to get some kind of, cosmetic surgery done, and she died.
Yes.
And it was actually so sad because I doubt she was even 50 years old.
No, she was not. And she had a family that cared for her. She had people who loved her, and most people admired her.
Yeah.
Without the weight loss. She was beautiful to most people.
Yes.
And so, she went in to get a little nip and tuck here, a little, like uplift or whatever.
Yes.
And she an enhancement, and she ended up passing away.
Yeah.
So this is something that you also need to think about realistically. It is not it's not something that is very far off. It has happened to many people locally and afar. And so I think it's also important for us to make sure that we provide other options outside of cosmetic surgery. So now, what do those look like?
Well, let me give you one other option that keeps coming up again in our local circles and also in the international world.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a lot of people taking Ozempic, taking, I think they're called, is it GLPs?
Mm-hmm.
This is the drugs that were actually created to assist people with diabetes lose
Yes,
weight.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And if you know, diabetes type 2 is caused by the body's inability to process sugar. That's when you overfeed your body with processed sugar and starches in a way that you're unable to process sugar. So a lot of what's happening is people are now using these drugs for weight loss, but they're not fixing the reason that they've gained the weight. They want to continue to consume all of this over processed and high sugar type of diets and continue to lose weight.
Yeah,
So
that's not
what
possible.
they're not seeing is what it's actually doing to their organs, what it's actually doing to their bodies on the inside. So although it seems like a great solution, and I'm not even going to say it's not, I've seen great results with people who've lost weight on these drugs. It's also one of those things where down the line we will hear about side effects from people who've lost weight with these drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, so now you've addressed that the GLPs. Now there's also exercising and
Yes.
working out,
Yeah.
dieting. Like, let's go through those options.
Yes, because ultimately, what you do need to do is you need to move more and you need to consume less calories.
Yes.
It's not even a magic formula. It's just what needs to happen. But it's a pain in the butt to do that, and it's inconvenient. But it's actually the easiest way for you to maintain your health in the long run. So for me, what has worked for me is every year I go on a 90-day juice cleanse. That means for 90 days, I'm consuming smoothies, I'm consuming green juices. Maybe I'll consume like raw salads and soups and herbal teas. And I do this for 3 months, 90 days only. And it resets my body in a way that I lose a ton of weight. And I even see other side effects on my body, like my hair is longer, my nails will be stronger, my skin, like my glow is just crazy when I'm juicing because my organs are cleaned out in a way that my body is functioning at its peak.
Yes.
So for some people, they actually can maintain this as a lifestyle. For me, I cannot at this time maintain it as a lifestyle change, but I can at least do this as a way to lose weight. I don't know if you remember in 2022 when I first started, when I did my juice cleanse,
Yes.
I actually started, my starting weight was at 182 pounds. And by the time I was done with the juice cleanse, I was at 125 pounds.
Wow, that's
Yes.
over 60 pounds
Yeah.
gone.
It's just gone, and in a very natural way. Not only did I lose weight, like I said, my hair was longer, I felt great. You know, I lost, like, you'd be surprised when you're on a juice cleanse, you're still taking a crap every single day because we have so much backed up fecal matter in our colons. That's why we have this little pouch at the bottom of our stomachs. It's because we are just not processing the food as we eat it.
Yeah.
So giving yourself a break like that really helps you lose weight from the inside. It cleans you out. If you have blood pressure issues, if you have, issues with diabetes and things like hypertension, this is a very good way of removing any lifestyle related diseases that are building up within your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is this something that someone can undertake without consulting their doctor?
Here's the thing. I did it without consulting my doctor because for me, I didn't have any underlying health conditions, right?
Yes.
Some of you might have like diabetes type 2. You might have hypertension. Let's see, what other health related diseases are there? Sleep apnea. You could have fibroids. You could have hypertension, fatty liver. If you have any of these things that are currently being addressed by your healthcare provider, then I recommend you actually talk to whoever you're dealing with, for whoever's helping you with your healthcare issues before you begin this. But ultimately, this is something that you have to do for yourself.
Yes. The other thing I also need to point out is that medicine is not necessarily a cure for what ails. They will not recommend the things because they're the same ones. The medical
They're
field,
managing your diseases.
they're managing your disease. They're not necessarily here to cure it.
Yeah.
So, in as much as we do not want to give you medical advice, it is important that you also consult and then make the decision yourself, because we cannot tell you point blank, go ahead and do this without a medical license. But also remember, the medical field is a management system. It is not a curing what ails you system. And remember, you're here trying to look at weight loss solutions because you've consumed more than you can burn. And you have to fix that intake system so that everything resets and you lose the weight.
Ultimately, it's a decision you're making about your health and your lifestyle. Even by doing something like a 90-day juice cleanse, although it's not a permanent solution, what it's meant to do, it's meant to reset your habits. You're supposed to live after the 90 days with a better understanding for what food does for your body.
Yes.
I'll give you an example. When I was doing my juice cleanse, or every time I do my juice cleanse, I also do swim practice.
Yes.
It's the exercise that I incorporate with juicing. And I noticed that when I had like beetroot, like a beetroot smoothie, beetroot juice right before my workout, it's like I'd taken a Red Bull.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So like beetroot is a great pre-workout. You'll have tons of energy. In fact, I don't recommend you take it in the evening. It's too much. You'll have too much angst going for you. But that's the kind of thing you will learn when you're on a juice cleanse. Like you learn that if you take pineapple and cucumber as a juice with some ginger, you will automatically feel a flash in your digestive system, and everything will be cleared out.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing that you can read about, but once you experience it, then you leave with the kind of knowledge that you can use in your life moving forward.
Okay.
So even when I'm not on a juice cleanse, you'll find me, when like I'm about to work out or I'm about to go have a busy day, you'll see me taking beetroot beetroot smoothie or beetroot juice or something, because I've learned that it's great for energy. So if the same way you're taking coffee so that you can feel energized. And by the way, throughout my juice cleanse, I continued consuming coffee, because you can consume coffee if you're not adding any sugar to it, and you're not adding any dairy to it. If you're using something like almond milk, oat milk, that's fair game. You can actually use those in your coffee, in your black coffee, and that'll be fine.
And make sure they're sugar-free, of course.
Of course, sugar-free. You can always turn it into a smoothie, like take your coffee, blend it with a banana and a couple of oats, like a spoon or two of oats, and maybe some coconut milk, and you'll have a delicious breakfast smoothie. That's actually my go-to smoothie when I'm on a juice cleanse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. So what other tips are part of your book, this 90-day guide towards juicing? Like, what other tips can you share with us before we buy a book? Or what? Yeah.
Well, the book has a lot of information, because I think most importantly, people don't understand why it's better to lose weight on a juice cleanse than with surgery. So I go through in detail why you should consider it over surgery, and how it's 100% better than using any surgery, especially when it comes to weight loss.
Okay.
So I go through that. I go through how you can save money on a juice cleanse, because a lot of people also think, if I'm going on a juice cleanse, I'm consuming organic fruits and vegetables, it's going to be so expensive. But there's ways that you can be saving money as well. You can shop in bulk. I go through all of these tips and how you can actually save money on a 90-day juice cleanse. Another thing I go through is recipes. Like I've just told you what I consume for breakfast and my pre-workout smoothie. So I go through recipes for breakfast, recipes for lunch, recipes for dinner, and how you can make sure you're getting a balance of nutrients throughout the day with the different recipes that are provided.
Okay.
Yeah, so this book is especially good for someone who's never done a juice cleanse and is considering it, but it doesn't know how to go about it.
Yes.
So I, just based on my experience, again, I'm not like a licensed professional or anything. This is just information I've gathered over the years. So I've done a juice cleanse in 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025. So, that's 4 years experience every single year.
Okay.
So I've come to learn what works and how to keep from, because it's very easy to backslide or to lose momentum. So all that information is there for someone who's like intimidated by the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where can we find the book?
So I'll give you the link for the book. This is an ebook, so you'll be able to download it directly when you buy it. It's available for those of you who are in Kenya or East Africa and you use M-Pesa. I have a PesaPal shop that you can buy it at, and also for people who are in the US or abroad, I also have it where you can purchase it using PayPal. So there's the option where you can buy it either way and download it right to your computer and have it right away.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So what are, as we are in the middle of the holiday season, Christmas just passed, and we are going towards the new year, and most people are going to be very antsy to start their their weight loss, their New Year's resolution with a weight loss journey or weight loss project or whatever. What are the 5 things they can incorporate into their lives to start getting acclimated to this mindset?
Yeah, you see, and that's very important, is sometimes you just need a mind shift. So one thing I always tell people who are trying to lose weight, you're not going to like what I'm about to tell you. The first thing you're going to have to do is completely quit sugar. Right?
Yes.
So I'm not telling you to quit sweet things. You can consume fruit. You can consume, I use bananas to sweeten a lot of things. I use stevia leaf powder to sweeten other things. And I don't recommend honey, but you can also use honey as well. But I recommend you sweeten your foods with like dried fruits,
dates, raisins.
Exactly. Dried fruits like dates, raisins, and like find sweet things that like in nature, things that are naturally sweet, and you can consume them in that form. What I do not recommend you do is consume processed white sugar, even brown sugar.
Yes.
All of the sugar.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's coconut sugar, out, because that slows down your ability to lose weight. Yeah, there's a way sugar sits in your body that does not allow you to lose weight.
Yes.
And you want your body to actually consume what you're storing as fat. So in order to do that, you gotta cut the sugar.
Okay.
So that's the
Step 1, cut the sugar. All right.
Another thing you can do, right? Sometimes people aren't even like they've never even had smoothies like that. So what I recommend you do is you pick either your first meal of the day or the last meal of the day and replace it with a smoothie.
Okay.
So if you're big on breakfast, you have your breakfast, have your lunch, but for dinner you're gonna have a smoothie.
Okay.
So if you're not great, like some people don't like breakfast, well, start your day with a smoothie, and then now you can have your lunch and dinner as normal.
Okay.
So that's another thing you can incorporate.
Okay.
Yeah? Another thing I recommend you do is just replace all your snacks with fruits and vegetables.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Listen, it sounds boring, but you can have grapes. Like if you're going to the beach, like
carrots.
Yeah, freeze some grapes and you have like a nice snack. You can have carrots, exactly. Like I make this cabbage salad, but that's for another day. So you can do like the big salads, but what I'm saying is for your snacks, every time you feel peckish, cut up some fruit, cut up some cucumbers, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sprinkle it with lime, add some salt, just eat it as it is, pure, every single time. Because remember, you have to change the things you're putting into your body. You'd be surprised at, no matter how sweet fruit is, you'd be surprised at what it does in your bloodstream versus when you have a chocolate bar, when you have, a milkshake with sugar and dairy, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so just do that. Just every time you want a snack, reach out for fruits and have fruits around your house that you love.
Yes.
Since you know yourself, if you love mango, if you love dragon fruit, I mean, these things sound delicious, right?
Yes.
Pineapple, whatever you love, just have it in the house and always reach out for it when you're feeling peckish.
Okay.
All right, and then another thing that I would recommend you do, right, is start only consuming whole foods. So what are whole foods? If you think about your meal, like if you're having a meal and it's sweet potatoes, white potatoes even, what are ndomas called in English?
Arrowroots.
Arrowroots.
Yes.
If you're thinking about cassava,
yes,
these are, even if these are carbohydrates, and we are told that carbohydrates are bad for you, these are whole foods, right? So there's a way your body can assimilate whole foods versus when you get Indomie.
Yes.
Okay? Because this is what people are reaching out for
Or
when
processed to
they're hungry.
ugali flour, like the bleached,
Yeah.
super bleached, super
and we
fine.
love ugali, but that stuff is highly processed.
Yeah, mix it with some like siagwad or like kind of process it yourself maize, and then mix it with some regular with some regular store bought, so that if you're not able to just consume the maize that is broken down into flour, and you want to buy the packet flour, mix it half and half so that you reduce the processed foods.
And you know, as we live in Kenya, and in Kenya it's possible to actually get the ground up stuff, the one that people are making out of maize.
Yes.
It doesn't last as long, but it's available and you can get it. But what I'm saying is always like turn to the real stuff. When it comes to meats, a lot of you are eating, and a lot of us are eating chicken sausage and pork sausage.
Yes.
How about you buy a kg of pork?
Yes.
Instead?
It's actually cheaper.
It's cheaper than the sausage, and it's not processed. Get chicken, saute it, pan saute it, and add your aromatics, your onions and your peppers, and just like eat food as naturally as possible.
Your garlics, your gingers,
yes, as usual.
Your bell peppers,
exactly.
Your green onions,
like
all of these things.
Stock all of that in, because you know that's actual food, and that's actually what I'm talking about when I'm talking about whole foods. Like it's not the store. It means how things were in nature, how we used to consume them, right?
Oh yeah, remember the other day when we cooked the green bananas, and I was trying to tell you how I felt amazing.
Yeah.
I we got some green bananas from a country, and I stewed it, with all the aromatics and made a nice stew, and I ate it with some indigenous greens.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I felt like I had wings. The energy that food gave me.
It gave her euphoria.
Yes, I was euphoric after eating a bowl of that food. And I was like, yo, what is this feeling? So, and that's just, the things that are available very cheaply and, and accessible in nature. The green bananas, the indigenous vegetables. Stew up the banana, the purple onions, and just, I put all the aromatics in there, and I just, very low-key, simple stew, and it gave me the best feeling in the world. Zero sugar, zero processed anything, and it is good for your pocket.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's remember that, a lot of people are paying tons of money for things they should not be paying for. I'm just going to digress a little bit and even bring up the GLP stuff in Kenya, because we were, we were looking, me and Eva were looking online, and there was some Discord about this, and this one influencer was talking about that she's paying, is it 200,000 Kenyan shillings?
A month.
Per month.
A month.
That should be sitting in a money market account.
Yes.
It should be sitting somewhere else, not in your doctor's pocket.
Yes.
So that you can lose some weight. And really, it's because you're looking at the wrong solution for weight loss. This thing that he's giving you will help you lose weight, but it will also add a whole new set of problems in your life. And all you really need to do is lose weight.
I was even thinking, if I even take a tenth of that money, I pay someone, say for a month.
To cook for you.
To cook for me.
Yeah.
Come to my house, cook for me this.
And even go shop for you.
Yeah, they will go shop for you, cook for you this food. You will save, like, you even need less than a quarter of that money.
Yeah.
To eat healthy and take care of, eat healthy, take care of your health, and paid forward to someone else to get employment. And these people are paying good money for some medications that will put them in hospital.
And you have to remember something like Ozempic. The reason it was introduced in the United States is because the kind of income that they make there makes sense for them to spend that kind of money on a weight loss solution, right? And I'm not saying, I mean, we all know that there's different levels of wealth in Kenya and in Africa and even outside of the United States. But I just feel like your money can go further.
Yes.
If you put it towards something else, even something towards your health. Like we are talking about the inconvenience of being on a juice cleanse, but you can buy the best equipment. You can buy the best high powered blenders, the easiest to use juice makers, and you can get the most organic things, and it will never come to 200,000 even for 1 month.
Yes.
And this is a total of 3 months. You will do this, and you will, at the end of the day, you will lose the weight, you will be healthier, and you'll have better habits going forward.
Yes, the skill of taking care of yourself and taking care of your health is something invaluable.
It really is.
Yeah, because you pay it forward to your family members, to your children,
to yourself.
To yourself. And it's the best form of self-care that I've ever seen.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So we had 4 tips down that you can incorporate. Is there another fifth one?
The fifth one, which, especially, this is very difficult when you're eating delicious food, but you're going to have to learn to eat smaller portions. You have to learn to eat smaller portions.
Yeah.
So, like, if there's something you love to eat, maybe have something else before you eat it. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like that's also a problem with processed foods. Processed foods don't fill you up. But if you take matoke and eat a bowl of it, you won't go back and have 3 bowls.
You cannot.
Yeah. Your body is like, we are full and we're at capacity. No. So I feel like it's also about the quality of food. If you eat high quality foods, which is natural, organic, whole, not processed, you will eat smaller portions.
Yeah.
But if you go for a pizza, you can eat 3 and not be full.
Yeah, very easy.
If you eat that white processed ugali, that over processed wheat flour, you will not feel full. But if you eat something whole, mix some atta in there or some whole meal flour, or mix some banana in there.
Or you have a smoothie before you have that stuff you cannot have enough of.
Then you will not feel.
Yeah. Now you'll be like, okay, now, even if I want more, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So whatever method you're going to use, you're going to have to figure this stuff out. Because people are willing to take advantage of your difficult situation in your, like me, it's very difficult for me to keep the weight off.
Yes.
Like I do things and people are like, why are you doing all that? Because for me, I put on weight very easily. And I know it's very easy for the medical industry and even the pharmaceutical industry to take advantage of our situations when it comes to weight loss and when it comes to even health.
Yes.
There's people dealing with serious health issues, So what I'm saying is get a hold of this yourself with better habits. Have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Think about like your future. You're going to the lifespan for a lot of us is so much longer than it was for our parents and even for our grandparents because our lives are easier.
Yes.
So you're going to be here a longer time. You don't want to be, not able to move. You have arthritis. You have, you have gout. They cut your foot off because of your diabetes. You know what I'm saying? All of these things. That's why they're called lifestyle diseases.
Yes.
It sounds harsh when I'm saying it this way, but it's true. So you need to get a hold of these things so that even when you're enjoying the things you love to enjoy, that are unhealthy, there's a balance. There's a way you get it out of your system.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's really why I recommend, and I really say this. If you Google 90 like a juice cleanse, the first couple of searches which come will be very negative. It's almost like they don't want you to think about it as a solution. They want you to think about it as a problem.
Yes.
But you Google weight loss surgery, you'll get 10 of them, and they're all telling you, oh, you can get it done here, you can get it. No one is telling you the side effects of these things because they'd rather take advantage of your inability to get a hold of your health, and you're trying to get a quick fix.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is just if you focus on what you're trying to do, you're trying to live longer, You're trying to be healthy in the long run. You're trying to be, available for your friends and family, in the future. And when you think about all of those things, it comes down to you have to change how you live. You have to, have cleaner diet. You have to incorporate more movement in your life. Even your mental health will improve because you don't have a ton of weight on you.
Garbage in, garbage out.
There you go.
So fill yourself with good things. What's the name of your book again?
The book is called 90-Day Juice Cleanse, a complete guide for beginners. And I'll give you the link. You can link it so that if anyone has any questions about how to actually go about the 90-Day Juice Cleanse, you can read the ebook and learn for yourself.
That's our mission, guys. Anything else to add before we wrap up and close out?
Well, the only other thing I could say is if you just want to get a pic of what it's like for me to be on a juice cleanse, I have a blog that I use like a diary, and it's 90-day, no, it's actually browngirljuicing.blogspot.com, and I actually log in my juice cleanses on that blog spot. So you can just see what it's like for me day to day juicing, like what happens on day 7, what happens on day 89, you know? So just if you're just curious, you can also just check it out there as well.
Okay. Yeah. You had it. The mission to get healthy is there. There's a complete guide available for you to purchase. I will share the link in my show notes so that you can run. Don't go to Google, just go. Access the link, get your book, and get factual information from someone who's actually done it before you go spend hundreds of thousands of shillings, of dollars, of whatever, of dineros, whatever you have, on solutions that are not long-term and not good for you. We are here about living our best life, our best selves. So that's our mission. Again, Diva the Diva, signing out. Wambui, what do you say?
Caroline Wambui Githina signing out as well.
Hiya. Peace out.